Hey everyone, welcome into the Arena Multiplatform Gaming News Podcast morning show for Thursday, January 19th, 2023. I'm your host, Expat, along with my co-host, Burley of Burleman Gaming. Burley, how you doing, man?
I'm doing okay, but I seem to can't see you. Just a small thing I think Chrome crashed on me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like Burley's frozen there, but yeah, we've got his audio, so hopefully he'll be back in with us here in a minute. So, can you hear me, Burley?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Chrome has fully crashed on me, and it's like,
Yeah.
Do I refresh and just come back in, or?
Yeah, go ahead and do that. You can do that, and I'll continue. So
Okay.
go ahead and do that. And as Burley is doing that, I'll just tell you about my day here in Japan. It was another peaceful day, just going to work and then coming back and all, and doing some content. I recorded the latest episode of there's Burley there of the Bad Batch, so season 2 episode 4, and that'll be going up to the channel here shortly. But of course, we're here to talk about gaming news. So in this episode, we're going to be talking about Microsoft, and unfortunately, there's a lot of layoffs that are going to be going on. We're going to talk about that. Returnal is finally coming to PC. We got a release date for that. We're going to be talking that as well. And then there's a cool little indie game that's coming to Steam and to PlayStation. It's an expansion. We're going to talk about that later on in the show. So, yeah. So, Burley, what happened with your ISP? Things going...
Yeah. So far, yesterday it was fine. I was able to stream yesterday, but I actually have them coming today, so them to check out everything because I've had a number of issues lately. But earlier today, just Chrome decided wanted to be fun, lock up.
I say, well, yeah. Hopefully that issue doesn't come back here during the show again. So, So we're gonna get to the first story. Microsoft, unfortunately, all across the board, they're gonna have a lot of layoffs going on. We're gonna talk about that right after this. So stay tuned. All right, so Microsoft has some mass layoffs reportedly impacting Bethesda and Halo Infinite teams. So this comes from Polygon.com. So I'm going to read a little bit of it.
So is the Halo Infinite team now going to be like one person?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just honestly, my personal opinion. I think, a lot of the multiplayer team might be, be leaving. And then, they're going to probably focus more on single player stuff. I don't know. But anyway, let me go ahead and read a little bit of this for you. So Microsoft announced Wednesday that it will be cutting 10,000 jobs over the next 2 months. And I heard that also, Amazon is going to be doing the same. I don't know about the number of layoffs, but yeah, it looks like the tech industry is, going to be laying off a lot of people, unfortunately. So Microsoft slashing about 5% of its overall workforce. CEO Satya Nadella did not detail precisely where those cuts would take place at the company, but noted in a letter to employees there would be, quote, changes to our hardware portfolio, end quote, which could impact Microsoft's HoloLens, Surface, and PC accessories business. The Verge reported. According to Bloomberg, Microsoft's layoffs are also affecting the Xbox division's games teams, with reported cuts at Starfield developer Bethesda Game Studios and Halo Infinite developer 343 Industries. The number of layoffs impacting the games teams is unknown, and when contacted for clarification, a Microsoft spokesperson declined to comment. Bloomberg reporter Jason Schreier said on Twitter that sources said 343 Industries was, quote, hit hard, end quote. A report from Kotaku corroborated Bloomberg's reporting and noted that employees at Gears of War studio The Coalition were also affected. That studio is currently working on, quote, several unannounced projects, maybe Gears 6, end quote. I don't know, but anyway, Xbox
Gears
Games
Tactics 2.
Yeah. Xbox Games Marketing VP Aaron Greenberg said last year. The cuts at Microsoft will surely cast a shadow over next week's developer-led showcase on upcoming Xbox games, the Xbox Developer Direct live stream planned for January 25th, promises updates on ZeniMax Online Studios, The Elder Scrolls Online, Arcane Studios Redfall, Mojang's Minecraft Legends, and Turn 10 Studios Forza Motorsport. Bethesda's Starfield will get a standalone presentation at a later date, Microsoft says. So Nadella said that despite the mass layoffs, Microsoft will, quote, continue to hire in key strategic areas. The company is currently working to bring some 9,800 employees from Activision Blizzard into the Microsoft fold as part of the Xbox maker's planned $68.7 billion acquisition, if that goes through, which probably it will, most likely. Burley, your thoughts on the layoffs? And I just want to say, to all of those that are going to be affected by this, we hope that you all find another job very, very quickly. So, but anyway, what do you think, man?
Yeah, this sucks to see that they're cutting this many jobs. And unfortunately, it's just the standard in a lot of industries that they'll just do this. I would rather just see, the executives and all that take the pay cut and take the cuts. Like, remember when the 3DS and the Wii U wasn't doing well? You know what Iwata did? He took a pay cut instead of getting rid of people. Yeah, that's what they did, and it was a really good and really awesome move Iwata did from Nintendo.
Yeah, that's something that I mean, the Xbox division really can't do it. It's out of their hands, really.
Yeah, no. This isn't Phil. This isn't Phil.
No,
this is not Phil. I don't blame Phil on this. This is his bosses and the guys that own Microsoft now. Yeah. They're gonna cut. Yeah, like I'm not surprised 343 is gonna get cut a lot. Would be getting cut jobs because they hella underperformed with Halo Infinite, and so that was supposed to be their golden parachute for Microsoft. Didn't go as well as they wanted.
Well, I'm surprised with Bethesda and the Coalition.
The Coalition. Yeah, I'm a little surprised. Bethesda, you'd think you'd want to keep everyone. With Starfield, you got another Elder Scrolls game they're working, and whatever other stuff they've got. We don't know the numbers though. That's the thing. We know that like 10,000 or so are going to be laid off through Microsoft, but we don't know exactly how many. Yeah, Bethesda, you're losing this one guy that sits in the corner all day.
I don't know. Well, I mean, if Kotaku and especially Bloomberg's, saying that they're getting hit hard, then I mean, that's kind of vague. I don't know what that really means. What is like 75% of their workforce being laid off? Who knows? I mean, we don't know for sure. So I don't know, but yeah, 10,000 across the board. I mean, that's a lot, but yeah, a lot, but it's only like 5% of their workforce.
That's still a lot. 5% is still a big thing, and it's like, what are there areas in Microsoft are we losing this? Are you taking this on the support side? Are we taking this on like the Surface team? Because Microsoft has so many different avenues, so it's interesting. Yeah. And as a guy, like I work in the tech industry, and you're gonna have to have like at times you're gonna have cases with Microsoft. Are we losing support on the enterprise software and like the 365 team and all that? And if you've got to deal with that, so I was like, are we losing more of that? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. We shall see. But we wish all the best to those that are going to be affected by this, and hopefully they can find jobs quick, and hopefully little to no impact on their families. Exactly. All right. So next up, we're going to be talking about Returnal. So Burley, how long has it been since you beat Returnal? Or did you actually ever beat Returnal? I never beat Returnal. It's been a few months since I played. I need to go back. I played just before the update came out. Yeah. For the multiplayer. Yeah. That was the last time I played. It's just one of those things of Returnal is not an easy game. Oh no. No, that's why I dropped it after 3 tries. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Housemarque. Housemarque is one of my favorite development companies. Their twin stick shooters are the best in the business, but
Yeah, this was kind of a new entry for them. You know, they wanted to kind of go in a different direction. And it's a great game, I'm sure, but you know, just not my cup of tea when it comes to the roguelite, you know, style of it all. But
And good morning, Dark Fairy. Welcome on Onion.
yeah, good morning, Dark Fairy. So so we're gonna get to Returnal and it coming to PC and the release date right after this. So stay tuned. All right, so Returnal hits PC on February 15th. And it won't need 32 gig of RAM after all. We're going to be showing you the specs for PC as well. So for all of you PC gamers that are going to play Returnal for the first time on PC, we're going to show you the specs of that. But anyway, first of all, let's talk about the release date. So we now have a date, and this is from TheVerge.com. So you can check it out there. So yeah, the link is below for you. So now we have a date. Returnal, one of the first compelling PS5 exclusives, is making the jump to PC on February 15th, Burley. February 15th. Sony announced the date today in an official blog post. It also reveals a haunting alien 3D bullet hell's full PC system requirements and lists a remarkable number of flagship PC gaming features. So actually, I'm going to show you that now. So I'm going to go ahead and the link, and here are the PC requirements. Ooh. All right.
Alrighty.
So those are the PC requirements. I'm going to go ahead and continue to read here. So the biggest surprise is probably this. The game no longer recommends 32 gig of RAM. In December, it was reported that Returnal would be one of the very first games to ask for that much memory, but it's no longer part of the, quote, recommended, end quote, spec. Now, Sony suggests you'll be able to hit 1080p, 60 frames per second at high levels of detail with just 16 gig of RAM, an RTX 2070 Super or RX 6700 XT, and a 3.7 gigahertz Intel i7 8700, Ryzen 7 2700X or better. So all the specs do recommend you load the game from a solid state drive SSD, which makes sense. Returnal was one of the first PS5 games to make obvious use of faster storage. So Burley, what do you think of these specs?
Yeah, the specs are actually quite fair. Like, you can still, even on medium, where it doesn't look, you can have a 1070 run the game at 1080 60 FPS. So you know what, that is nice that it no longer shows you need 32 gigs of RAM, and they're not even like on the highest, they're not going you need a 4080 to get this up. Like, this is a make no mistakes, this game is pretty. This game looks so good in the detail they did.
Yes.
And yeah, it's no surprise the SSD requirement, because if you played it on the PS5 or seen it run on the PS5, you know exactly what I mean.
Yep.
I have a little issue with this one thing though. That to help drive sales of the game, it's pre-order, get a couple guns and stuff free early. I hate that, because that is pay to win.
Yeah.
I know that is not the developers, that is Sony and people to get people in, because Returnal did not sell as well as they were hoping.
Yeah.
It sold well, but not what they wanted.
Yeah.
It's a great game. I want more people to try it, but it is this is a tough game. This is one of these games I wish, like Sifu, it launched tough, but Sifu they made a patch later on, made a better difficulty options for people to get into the game.
Right.
I'll admit that's how I got through Sifu. I didn't play on the hardest difficulty. I played on like the normal difficulty to get my way through the game. I can admit it. I'm waiting. I would love for that for Returnal, because Returnal because of the RNG and the roguelite.
Yeah.
You could have the beginning could be really, really easy or really, really hard for you.
Yeah.
Depending what you get for weapon drops and how much you get the boosting for your guns and the little alien things you grab. I forget what they're called, that they grab onto you and give you the different. They give you bonuses, but they also give you the better the bonus, the better the retraction you have on you. So like you do better damage, but your gun reload rate sucks now.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think PC players that haven't played this, this is a gem, and yeah, it's something to look forward to. So, yeah, like you said, it's a great game. It's very pretty. So, yeah, and especially if you like roguelites, it'll be for you. That's for sure. So, yeah. So
I'm
those are
actually
Mhm,
just
go ahead.
checking quickly
Yeah.
because I'm curious on one thing to see if this has been. Oh no, it hasn't. Because it is it is on Steam as well.
Yeah.
I was seeing
on
if
Steam.
they verified it for the deck.
Ah.
Because I'm curious to see how this will run on the deck.
Uh-huh.
But they have not something. But that's something to wait and see.
Yeah, I'm sure they're going to come out with that later because it comes out on February 15th. So probably maybe the first week of February, we'll probably get some information on that. So.
Yep.
All right. So we have one more story and a video clip to show you of a game. Yeah. So it's basically a expansion. It's called Jett, The Far Shore. So free expansion called Given Time. It's coming soon, and we're going to show that to you right after this. So stay tuned. All right, Jett, The Far Shore free expansion, Given Time, launches on January 31st. And you're going to be able to play this one on Steam, Burley.
Ooh.
Yeah, good stuff. So you can look at the article over on gematsu.com, and the link is below here. And I'm going to show you some of the trailer for this, and then I will discuss a little bit of it while I'm showing you the trailer. So I'm going to hide this, and I'm going to get to the trailer here. So let me go ahead and get the trailer started. And then I will release that. So there we go. So let me go ahead and get to the article here. So Super Brothers and Pine Scented Software will release a new campaign for Jett, The Far Shore, titled Given Time on January 31st, along with the PC version's release on Steam, the developers announced. So, and here is the overview. Quote, the new Given Time campaign takes place 3 years following the end of the events of Jett, The Far Shore. Note some very light plot spoilers are ahead in this paragraph, so if you don't want to listen to that, plug your ears. As a player as a player character May, you'll awaken to find yourself in an emptier and quieter ground control, with only one other scout awake and a weathered Jett waiting outside for you. This solo journey offers more freedom and less dialogue as you investigate new and mysterious phenomena. Given Time's gameplay revolves around finding rainbow residences and hatching brine wisps, which are hidden in unique locations and offer interesting problems to solve. Quote, with the release of Given Time, Jett, The Far Shore's vision is fully realized. The expansion is a generally relaxing and open-world action puzzle survival experience set in a rich and unique science fiction world that is best experienced. Given Time. So, yes. So Jett, The Far Shore is available now for PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4 via PlayStation Store and PC via the Epic's Game Store. Yeah. And it's going to be, coming to Steam, on January 31st. So Burley, what do you think of what we see here in the video?
Oh, this looks great. Visually, I really do like the art style.
Mm-hmm.
And I love this when developers just a free expansion, free more content,
mm-hmm.
just to add to the game.
Yeah.
I really do like when they do this.
Mm-hmm.
This is nice. This is a game I will definitely have to check out.
Yeah, you should play it on the Steam Deck, and then we could do a Steam Deck review of it on the channel here.
Yeah, that's what you read my mind. I was gonna say, because I get this game should be able to run on the deck. Hopefully, they have the verified, and that's one of the games. Because that's the thing, Valve is constantly just adding games that are verified, making sure they're playable on the deck, working with developers.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also on the PlayStation. No, the deck. I need to break the trophy problem.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's no steelbook for it, so yeah,
that we know of.
That we know of, yeah. So you don't have to worry about that. So yeah, good stuff. All righty, yeah. So there are a couple of other things also. God of War Ragnarok beats Elden Ring in PS5's best-selling games
on the PlayStation Store.
On the PlayStation Store, yeah.
That when I saw that, and I sent you that yesterday, I was like, that was just like, not that I hate Elden Ring, because I know some people think that. It's just like, this just made me, I was like, yay, because I don't get the whole love for Elden Ring as much as it does get. It's like, this was just nice to see God of War winning this. It lost Game of the Year, but it got this.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. And then another little story that also came out today, Detroit Become Human crosses 8 million units sold. 8 million, Burley.
Yeah, that one surprised me. That was like, I know that game had a lot of buzz when it came out because of the whole, like, how the visual looking and the different choices, and like you had what's his name, Clancy Brown, one of the facial
voice actors
and voice actors, and they had a few other talented actors and actresses throughout the game.
I'm surprised. It's been out for a while though, but I'm surprised that the sales have picked up, and that's on PC as well, right, Burley?
Yeah, I believe that's
it's on PC.
PC as well.
Yeah, it's on PC. So I mean, that probably contributed to it getting up to 8 million. But
no doubt that helps. But it.
Yep. So, let us know in the comments what you think about Microsoft's the layoffs that are going to be happening at Microsoft. Returnal coming to PC on February 15th. Are you going to be playing it for the first time on PC, or did you previously play it on console on PS5? Let us know in the comments. And then, of course, the game that we just showed you for Jett. What did you think of that? Let us know in the comments as well. And of course, if you're new to the channel, if you're watching us for the first time, or if you're coming back, and if you're a returning viewer, please be sure to hit that like and the subscribe and the notification bell for whenever we drop a new episode here on the Arena Productions, for all of the content that we make here, whether it's in gaming, whether it's in entertainment and pop culture. Yes, the Arena Productions. Yes, you hit that notification bell, and then you'll be notified when we drop a new episode. So any last words, Burley, before we sign out?
Well, first of all, thank you, Dark Fairy, and thank you anyone watching, whether it be live or video on demand. Thank you. We really do appreciate the support. Like Expat said, please, if you can, new here and you like what you see, hit that subscribe bell, subscribe the notification bell to stay notified, as well as giving the thumbs up. It really does help with us and get us our discoverability up. But also, if you're new here and you do like what you see and you want to interact more with when we're doing live, consider hitting that join button, becoming a member. It helps support the podcast and what we can do. But you also get some cool little emoticons that you can use in the chat.
Yeah, and not just the podcast, but every show that we do here on the Arena Productions, whether it's Star Trek, whether it's Star Wars, whether it's Marvel, whether it's our fantasy shows, whether it's our new show that we're doing on The Last of Us that's coming soon. I mean, everything that we do here. So you can help and support us so that we can make the videos better for all of you. So, so please consider that. So thank you so much. All right, so that's going to do it for us. So we hope to catch you tomorrow in the Friday edition of the morning show. So I've been your host, Expat, along with my co-host, Burleyman Gaming. Hope to catch you tomorrow, everyone. So have a great day. Peace out.